But LeBron does have a no trade clause as well as a player option. So technically, this could be his last year. He could opt out. But does this jumpstart the Lakers or LeBron from moving on from the Lakers, or vice versa?
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're ready to move on from the lake. They're ready to move on from each other.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. Brian Windhorst actually gave an interesting take on this, on LeBron's future in LA, because, again, as we stated before, LeBron has lost the leverage on, kind of being that moneymaker for the Lakers. Let's check it out.
And
Mm-hmm.
let's also put into context before you played the clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Windhorst is LeBron's right hand man in the media.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But but this perspective right here he gave,
Yeah.
he kind of spoke on the situation as it is today, and he didn't really sugarcoat it, because
Yeah.
LeBron has definitely been left out in the dark. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
But what I mean by this is if Windhorst is saying this, then 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 is probably true. Because, like I said, Windhorst has been LeBron's mouthpiece since before even LeBron played basketball.
Yeah, no. Since
Yeah.
he was in the womb, man. But they went to the same high school. There's a lot of interest Windhorst has to make sure that the best NBA player of all time, quote unquote, comes from his high school. But let's take a look at what Windhorst had to say.
With a 40-year-old LeBron James, what else can be done this season to put them in that mode?
Okay, so that is the discussion that is happening now throughout the league. My phone is now moving past Luka into what happens with LeBron. And from Shams Charania and Dave McMenamin, tonight we know that LeBron did not know this was coming. He was at a restaurant after leading the Lakers to a victory at MSG when he found this out. This is his running mate. This is his teammate at Clutch Sports. This is the guy that he brought into the Lakers and welcomed in and won a championship together. This is a complete change of gears. In the short term, the Lakers have won 8 out of 10. They play in their best basketball of the season, and now they don't have a starting center. So they're obviously going to have to make some move here. But the Lakers are going to have to go to LeBron and get a feel for him about clause, so he has total control over this. I don't want to speculate as to what's going to happen. I will say this. I know that LeBron has a great affinity for Luka Doncic. Within Nike and within major events, all-star teams and stuff, he has a connection there. So I think that I could see them playing together. But this move was made for the next decade of Laker basketball, not for the rest of this season.
Speaking of the fit between Luka and LeBron, because we're going to get to that eventually later on. But first I want to say, just the Lakers being under that LeBron James umbrella, is this sort of the end of this whole Bronny James future development phase that the Lakers are going through? We seen them play Bronny against the 76ers where Tyrese Maxey completely cooked them. And he had a lot of bad turnovers. They could have gave those minutes to somebody else. But is this the beginning of the end for this whole Bronny thing?
The Bronny really have, yeah. Did we really expect them to take 4 years out to develop fucking Bronny James?
Yo, they signed him for a 4-year guaranteed deal.
Yeah, the Lakers can fuck off with that shit, man. Bro, it just not bro, I swear to God, if his name was Jason Smith or John Adams or some shit, we wouldn't even have a conversation about Bronny James' future in the league.
Yeah, we wouldn't at all. But the end of LeBron, or just the beginning of LeBron, sort of kind of noticing that he doesn't have the leverage on the Lakers that he used to. Is this sort of the beginning phases of this whole let's give Bronny extra minutes, or this kind of over promotion of Bronny? Just this whole we hear JJ bigging him up, or just JJ giving him meaningful minutes against the 76ers the other night. Against that whole sequence just didn't make any sense.
No, it didn't make any sense, bro. It's done. LeBron's era in the Lakers is coming to an end. The Lakers are now looking to pivot towards that Luka era.
The noise is getting louder and louder around this whole Bronny James situation, and ESPN now they're the ones that promoted Bronny James low key, because of course they're on LeBron.
Everyone did.
Nah, mainly ESPN. ESPN works with LeBron, but in a way, they have a great relationship. But ESPN does not have the leverage right now to kind of, simmer down Stephen A. Smith, because he is their main personality. And, he sometimes he flexes his power at ESPN, but he has no problem shitting on Bronny James. Let's check it out.
Right now, Bronny James is averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. You know what people are saying. You know what they're going to do to this kid. In 13 games, he has played 44 minutes. He has scored 4 points. He is shooting 1 of 16 from the field, 0 for 7 from three-point range. How are you doing him favors? And I'm saying this with compassion. I'm asking the greatest player in the game, one of the top 2 players in the history of basketball, an ambassador for this game, the face of the league, a 4-time champion, a guy that's gone to 10 NBA finals, one of the greatest we have ever or will ever see, who is a basketball savant. You know what these numbers mean. You know what it's going to do to your son, to people who are missing out on opportunities, that are busting their tail on other NBA teams in the G League, in Europe, and everywhere else, what kind of opportunity they're starving for. You're exposing your son like this?
Right there, it shows you the dynamics that's playing out with the Lakers, because his numbers are horrible. But once again, JJ Redick gave him meaningful minutes because, of course, LeBron James had that power dynamic with the Lakers. Now with LeBron James not having the leverage over the Lakers and possibly on his way out, that's why I say, like, what's the future of this quote unquote Bronny development? Like, this shit does not look good for him at all.
No. I wish him luck. Obviously, he's young. He's only 19, 20. You want him to figure it out, but man, he better pray he can be a rotational player.
I think with a lot of major development, if they give him the grace, the amount of years, that's what he eventually will be. A
rotational player.
Yeah, he'll be a rotational, like a solid rotational player, probably like an off-ball defender or something like that. But
yeah, that'll be awesome.
Other than that, man, we're seeing how much leverage LeBron really had on the Lakers, man. Again, those stats that Stephen A. Smith just threw out, JJ Redick gave this dude meaningful minutes. 15 minutes against the 76ers with Tyrese Maxey just cooking him and Bronny James just having crazy turnovers, man. Horrible passes.
Look, right now, Bronny James is not an NBA ready player, right? Mm-hmm. If you were the Lakers or if you were LeBron, LeBron has his narrative to push. Cool. Like, it's fun. It's cute. We love it, right? But man,
yo,
you just got to
I'll say it. Fuck it. I'll say the Lakers standard needs to return. People forgot what it is to be a Laker.
That prestige needs to return.
It needs to return because right now it's, no lie, LeBron is holding them hostage and it's making them look bad. You'll never see a Yankee just not even meet the standards of being an MLB player, but he gets to wear the pinstripes and start pitching and throw what 6-7 innings in a game. You'll never see
we'd
that.
Be like, what the fuck are you? You'll never see like Jerry Jones's son being a quarterback of the Cowboys.
Yeah. But right now with the Lakers, that's exactly what we're looking at. And I don't blame the Lakers for making this Luka move. They got out of that fucking business. It's been nasty. The Lakers are the Lakers, and I know a lot of their legends. They're standing around there and they're judging the franchise. They're judging the franchise and the standard that has been set.
Yeah.
They're judging it. They're like, what is this circus? This beloved prestige, the New York Yankees of the NBA. That type of prestige.
Hyping up a second round pick.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No, it's not an ideal situation. It's a shit situation. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I find myself not really caring about this whole LeBron and Bronny father-son duo on the court. If I'm
Nobody
gonna keep it
does.
real.
Nobody does.
Like it's
ESPN is the
cute
one that
for
over promotes it.
it's cute for a game, and we saw the debut game. Have honestly speaking, have you ever like said, "Yo, it's 9 p.m. I'm going to I'm gonna go sit at home and not go out or not hang out with my girlfriend or not talk to my family, whatever you like to do, not play Xbox or PlayStation. I'm gonna watch the father and son duo play basketball."
No, it has no hype at all.
No,
It has no
it
hype at
has no
all.
hype at all, and there's no reason for you to care.
No,
Like,
it's just even the other night at Madison Square Garden, the fans were kind of trolling, put Bronny in because that's what New York does for all their games. Kind of like a player that's not performing, they just say, hey, put him in, in garbage time. The fans always cheer for
yeah,
that.